coconut oil. You can use whatever oil you like, but I'm using my favorite cooking oil, which is sunflower. Again, whatever brand you have, whatever brand you like. We're not recommending any specific brands at this time. And then again, I am using my seasoning. You can use whatever you have at home. So what this one is eating, again, don't burn the spice or the oil. So I pre-cut everything except my red and white potato. I like to cut those last minute. I'm gonna put them on one side. And I don't eat personally, we don't eat a lot of white potato. We like them, but they are high glycemic because they are high glycemic index. We prefer to use the other vegetables, but we cook them every now and then. And then this is the baby potatoes. I'm not sure what they're called. The small potatoes, that's what we like. Here's this, and then I'll put my sweet potato in the middle, or on one side. This time I'm not using any onion or garlic. The spice is enough. The reason for that is because I want to make a mouthful recipe with it. So I am just going to put them on the side of each other. I have beets. And then I will have my carrots. And the only thing that I want to make sure it is fully cooked are the potatoes. The carrots and the beets, they don't have to be cooked all the way because you can still consume them raw. So I just want to make sure the sweet potatoes and the white potato are fully cooked. So I'm going to cover it without really any paper. And they're just going to steam for about 3 minutes. And I'll add a little bit of water to stop it from burning. While that one is cooking, I am going to cut Brussels sprouts. You can use anything you like. Brussels sprout goes well with root vegetables because it makes it beautiful. It also adds some crunch. And this is if you want to serve it for dinner or lunch, or even snack. I just have 5 pieces. You can use more or less. It's about right. We're cooking for 4 people actually this time. I'm just cutting them into 4 pieces. I prefer the smaller ones, but this time they have larger Brussels sprouts, but that's okay. So I'm just slicing them. I'm going to put this aside. And while this one is cooking, I am going to make a salad because I'm going to serve part of it for a salad. So what I have here is I have lettuce. I have some lettuce. You can use whichever kind you like. I like to mix lettuce, green ones, the purple ones, but you can use whatever is available. And I have red onion. You can use white, yellow, whichever. I like to use red onion for my salad. It just makes it again, optional. You can add it to the salad or whatever dish you want it to. So use it if you like, but you can skip it altogether. And always remove the seeds. You don't want to eat those. So just slice them or cut it however you want to cut. There is no right or wrong way to cut the vegetables. I have red, yellow, and orange this time. Add a little bit of water so that about a quarter of actually less than a quarter of a cup. You can just play it by ear and see how much water you need, but I don't need a lot of water. I just want to make sure it's not going to get burned. Cutting the rest of your vegetable while it's cooking, it saves you time. Otherwise, you would just be waiting for it to cook. But always make sure you make the most out of your time and resources. Even if you need to save this vegetable for later, it's always a good idea to cut your vegetables and put them aside for later. You don't have to use them right now, but I'm going to use everything here. And of course, I have jalapeno. Half of it is going to go into the salad, half of it will be added to the vegetable that is cooking. Again, this is optional, but I always like to add those last minutes. So. And then, of course, I have a tomato for my salad. Again, there is no right or wrong way to cut this. You can cut it however you like. I'm cutting them in bite size. Almost done. And I'm going to give it a little bit more time. And sometimes we use lime juice, other times we use homemade vinegar. But you can use whichever dressing you like in your salad. And we like to use olive oil or sometimes it's sesame oil. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and use sesame oil. use whatever seasoning you have. So my salad is ready. When that is ready, now serve this on the side. This is ready. I'm gonna take some of it. What I'm gonna do here is I am going to make for my salad. I'm gonna take the beets and some carrots. And some potatoes, white potato or red potato. And then I will put the salad on the side. And by the way, you can fridge this for the next day and you don't have to reheat it. You can eat it cold. So that's gonna be that's the dinner. It's a salad, so you can, once you cook the vegetables, you can save it hot or cold or room temperature. So I'm serving it at this time with the salad on the side. That's one recipe. And the next one, I'm gonna save mostly sweet potato. That is going to be for a breakfast the next morning or the same day. So I have beets and the sweet potato and a little bit of carrot. That's gonna be, so yes, you can have vegetable for breakfast. Some are brave enough to even eat broccoli in the morning. That's really good if you can do, but mostly we like to eat root vegetables in the morning. So this would be perfect breakfast. And what I do here is, excuse me, I will add whatever fruits I have on the side. That would be a perfect breakfast, 100% fruits and vegetables. You can use apple, pineapple, whatever you like. We have nectarine this time, so it goes well, nectarine, and also plums go very well with it, and that's gonna be the breakfast version of that. Last but not least, now I am adding my Brussels sprout. Now I'm not cooking the Brussels sprout. I'm actually gonna let it just get steamed from the heat that's already out here. Same thing, I'm adding a little bit of jalapeno and the sweet pepper. So we're not adding anything else to this one. So you see how easy it is to actually make a recipe. So one of it, this could be lunch or dinner. And then we made one for breakfast and the other one so you can switch around. And that's how you actually make the most out of your time and resources. It's not that expensive. It's not that complicated to eat healthy. It's all about being creative and pretty much add your own twist. So this is just to give you an idea. We're not saying this is the only way or the best way, but this works for us. And that's how we avoid eating unhealthy food. When you eat the real food, you're not hungry all the time, and then you don't crave junk food. So this is it, and it's beautiful. Even just looking at it would make you satisfied that you wanted to eat it. Some of our friends joke with us. They say that the food is too pretty. they have a hard time actually eating it. They just want to look at it. But you know, it's if it looks satisfying and smells good and tastes good, that's the best way to go. So this is healthy. We're done. I don't know how long it took us. Hopefully less than 20 minutes. Perfect.